Title: What is Man? Part 2. Now seeds are perfect, yea, as perfect as the source from which they come. But they are not unfolded into life made manifest. The child in utero is perfect as the mother is. So man, the seed, must be deep planted in a soil that he might grow, untold as does the bud unfold to show the flower. The human seed that came forth from the heart of God was full, ordained to be the Lord of plane of soul, and of the plane of things made manifest. So God, the husbandman of everything that is, threw forth this human seed into the soil of soul. It grew apace, and man became a living soul, and he became the Lord of all the kingdom of the soul. Hark now, let every creature hear. The plane of soul is but the ether of the spirit plane, vibrating not so fast, and in the slower rhythm of this plane the essences of life are manifest. The perfumes and the odors, the true sensations and the all of love are manifest. And these soul attributes become a body beautiful. A multitude of lessons man must learn upon the plane of soul. And here he tarries many ages until his lessons are all learned. Upon the boundary of the plane of soul the ether began to vibrate slower still, and then the essences took on a garb. The perfumes and the odors and the true sensations and the all of love were clothed in flesh, and man was clothed in flesh. Perfected man must pass through all the ways of life, and so a carnal nature was full manifest, a nature that sprang forth from fleshly things. Without a foe, a soldier never knows his strength, and thought must be developed by the exercise of strength. And so this carnal nature soon became a foe that man must fight, that he might be the strength of God made manifest. Let every living thing stand still and hear. Man is the Lord of all the plane of manifests, of protoplast, of mineral, of plant, of beast. But he has given up his birthright just to gratify his lower self, his carnal self. But man will full regain his lost estate, his heritage. But he must do it in a conflict that cannot be told in words. Yea, he must suffer trials and temptations manifold. But let him know that cherubim and seraphim that rule the stations of the sun and spirits of the mighty God who rule the solar stars are his protectors and his guides, and they will lead to victory. Man will be fully saved, redeemed, perfected by the things he suffers on the plane of flesh and on the plane of soul. When man has conquered carnal things, his garb of flesh will then have served its purpose well, and it will fall, will be no more. Then he will stand untrammeled on the plane of soul where he must full complete his victories. Unnumbered foes will stand before the man upon the plane of soul. There he must overcome, yea, overcome them every one. Thus hope will ever be his beacon light. There is no failure for the human soul, for God is leading on and victory is sure. Man cannot die. The spirit man is one with God, and while God lives man cannot die. When man has conquered every foe upon the plane of soul, the seed will have full opened out, will have unfolded in the holy breath. The garb of soul will then have served its purpose well, and man will need it never more, and it will pass and be no more. And man will then attain unto the blessedness of perfectness and be at one with God.